Take a look at this planted tank. What do you think? At first glance, it may look like a forgotten jungle, wild and deserted. But wait until you look closer. This is a 50-gallon aquarium, measuring 36 inches long, 18 inches wide, and 18 inches tall. And inside, every inch of space is alive. Let's drop in some food. Within seconds, what seemed like an empty, overgrown forest explodes into a feeding frenzy. I did a quick count. It's home to more than 60 fish, and that number is still climbing every day. Now here's the big question. Is it really ethical to keep so many fish in one confined space? After all, they didn't choose to live here. As their caretaker, it's my responsibility to ensure they not only survive, but thrive. For the past 14 years, I've been learning, experimenting, and refining my skills to give my fish the best life possible. But even with years of experience, I've faced setbacks. Once, my male emperor tetra became so aggressive during breeding that he killed 2 females. Since then, I've avoided adding more females to prevent repeats of that tragedy. I'd love to call this tank an aquascape, but honestly, it's more like an untamed jungle. Dense plants create endless shadows and hiding spots where fish take refuge. And that's exactly why I can keep so many fish here. The vegetation doesn't just provide shelter, it supports an entire microworld of organisms like planaria, infusoria, and plankton. These tiny creatures form a food web that nourishes baby fish. As a result, my fish breed naturally, and their fry often grow into healthy adults without any special intervention from me. But that success creates a new problem: too many fish. And in this densely planted setup, catching them is nearly impossible. So I had to get creative. Meet my pea puffer duo. These little hunters don't harm adult fish, but actively hunt fry and keep snail populations under control. It might seem harsh, but in a limited space, introducing a natural predator is the most balanced way to manage the population. Even then, some fry always survive, thanks to the jungle-like plants. That's why the fish population has tripled in just 11 months. To keep the tank stable, I automated the water changes. Now I can refresh the water 2 to 3 times a week with a simple tap on my phone. I carefully monitor ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate levels, and the moment nitrate hits 25 parts per million, I trigger a water change. This way, even with so many fish, the water remains crystal clear and safe. But I know this alone won't be enough. Soon I'll need to rehome some fish. I've prepared a special trap for the job, and I'll share how it works in an upcoming video. Another precaution I take is avoiding the addition of new fish or plants. With this many inhabitants, a single disease outbreak could be devastating. Catching sick fish would be nearly impossible, and antibiotics in a planted tank would destroy the beneficial bacteria that keep the ecosystem balanced. It's simply not worth the risk. So how many fish should a 50-gallon planted tank really hold? In my opinion, the sweet spot is 25 to 30 small 1-inch fish. Let them breed, let the tank fill naturally, and when the population doubles, rehome the extras. That's been my method, and it's worked beautifully over the years. Unintentionally or not, I've ended up breeding multiple species this way. For me, the real joy is watching them grow, breed, and raise their young, all within this little underwater jungle. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe for more stories, tips, and adventures.